And now moving to Giannis. After talking about Giannis, let's go to the next matchup. We go to the Eastern Conference because the West doesn't have a second round matchup yet. But this is going to be a crazy matchup. It's both underdogs, right? Both lower seeds or higher seeds are lower seeds, right? Eighth seed was the fifth seed. Jimmy Butler reuniting with Tom Thibodeau after his time at the Timberwolves. A man, a team that, has been was one of the better three-pointers took the Knicks, being in top 10 three-point volume and efficiency, going against a team which is red hot, 45% from three, a team with a lot of players who died for rebounds, Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, even Julius Randle, even Jalen Brunson's at times was a team that you don't know, man, who's getting 8 rebounds. It can be Caleb Martin, it can be Max Strus in game 5, it was Caleb Martin in game 4. It was like, who's that last, who's that, right, it's like Gabe Vincent in game 3. Right, all of these players, it's an underdog matchup. Both have that underdog mentality where, the world is against you and you just want to go and show them. It's Miami versus Knicks. Guys, what do you think about this matchup?
I feel like I feel the most sorry for the refs who have to do the job in this series, because it's going to be a really aggressive, really tough fought, grit grind series. Like in the longest, I feel like this is going to be the most physical series. Like you aforementioned, the both the teams play with so much heart, so much like passion, and they're so aggressive, and it's more so uh both of them being gritty and grimy and not so like elite skill wise, whereas other matchups are very skill biased. I feel like these two will be very fun to watch, and on top of that, two very good defenses going against each other, which will be again very fun to watch. uh Jimmy Butler being Jimmy Butler right now, and I feel like it'll be an amazing matchup. Uh, but I think you know more about Brunson and the Knicks than anyone. How do you feel like about going against Miami and Jimmy?
Yeah, so you were talking about two great defenses, right? But at the same point in time, two amazing coaching performances, right?
Yeah,
Spoelstra just coaching the hell out of Coach, but like there was like there's a reason, right? Why Coach Spoelstra is like named one of the top 10 coaches ever, I believe, and I
sure,
think he
yeah.
deserves that. Coach Spoelstra, even during that Miami, even during that LeBron state where Pat Riley said he's your coach and he's not going anywhere, you can see why Spoelstra is still a Miami coach right now. While Tom Thibodeau, man, Tom Thibodeau was, really after Timberwolves, he was seen like this guy is nothing, right? Then goes to the Knicks, brings them to the playoffs, but then lose to Hawks in five. Sorry, last season could not make the playoffs at all. But this season again, he's like, he ran circles around JB Bickerstaff. I mean, that was a younger team, obviously, but they lost Donovan Mitchell. They could not trade for him. They got Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson, even though he was not as bad any any defender, as any perimeter defender in the league, but he has been positive this season. I mean, we've not even seen a Emmanuel quickly game till now, who's been like one of the top runners for sixth man of the year. We have not seen a Emmanuel quickly game. The only problem that Knicks have, even if he was not good offensively, Julius Randle provides them a lot of size. He's always I mean, he's not the best three-point shooter, but he is a threat from three sometimes or the other. I mean, there are the power forwards. Obi Toppin has a lot of energy, but he obviously lacks the skill, and he's still a rougher talent right now. He has been good in Game 5, but nowhere near to what a regular season Randle performances we had this season. And if Tom Thibodeau can get RJ just barreling to the basket, attacking it at will, I don't see how he can, probably apart from Jimmy Butler, I cannot see how RJ Barrett with a head full of hair, like full energy, barreling towards the basket, anyone can stop him. Kyle Lowry might draw a chant for sure because Kyle Lowry is
Definitely.
known for that. But apart from that, I don't see a lot of people defending him for that matchup.
Oh, for
I
sure.
think so.
And
It
like,
would be a crazy
yeah,
matchup
go ahead,
between the
Sri.
two. Talking about the the scoring for the bench from the Knicks has been amazing in the particular in the first and the regular season as well. And we saw that the Heat bench could not provide us with enough just before the last matchup, enough for the particular series. I think so. That would be an amazing contest that we'll have to see if we're talking about the bench in the Denver Nuggets game. I think so. It's the same in the Suns versus this game as well. And Julius Randle coming off an injury. I don't know when he'll be back. I don't know how much, what kind of state will he be in when he comes back for the game, and which is a very big down for the New York Knicks. Also, the offensive glass production, the kind of rebounds. I mean, the Knicks absolutely destroyed Cavs on the glass in the first round, grabbing 39.4% of all available offensive rebounds, the highest rate for any team in the playoffs in the past 9 years. I think so. That is also an amazing thing that we'll have to see.
And to think that Mitchell Robinson did that over two like premier like centers in the Cavaliers,
A
which they
player who was
depended on.
touted to be an all-star and a player who was all-star just last season in Jared Allen. I mean,
It was not
definitely.
like a short team. It was not like a maybe like a Warriors team who's like probably playing very small. The Cavs like to play big, at least at the front court positions, right? And Mitchell Robinson was like leaps and bounds ahead of them, and overall the Knicks just out rebounded them.
I think the major matchup is going to be who is defending Jimmy Butler and who is defending Jalen Brunson, right? Because if you don't have Randall, you don't have someone who can match the strength of a Jimmy Butler. That RJ could, RJ does not have the Jimmy Butler strength assignment, but he is much more quicker laterally, and he has been a positive defender last 2 seasons under Tom Thibodeau. So maybe laterally he could move as fast as Jimmy Butler. He's not going to let him blow by, but damn, you've seen that Jimmy Butler pump, right? And it
Oh yeah.
always shaking that head, and he always gets
I
someone to
mean,
jump in and get that fall.
I don't know how it is like on the court, but like watching it, it feels so silly that everybody jumps on those.
And it's predictable because you've seen Jimmy Butler do that so many times. He dribbles the ball to
And
the paint, he gets that one
exactly,
jab pump, and he just lays it up in.
exactly. Like it's not like he has a very wide variety in his arsenal. He's very basic with his stuff, but he's very effective in those moves.
By the way, I have a new name for Jalen Brunson, and it's Jalen Bagson. Because man, oh man, has he shown his bag this playoff season. Man, step up middies, just dribbling the ball inside and just down the stretch from 3 point line. He's been incredible. And even if his box score doesn't show a lot, I think it's been a massive production. And he's given the Cavs a major run for their money, right? So, Jalen Brunson is going to go in. He's going to have that one bump with his defender, and he's taking that midi, and it's always almost automatic.
Can the spicy take man strike again?
I am here for spicy Rudy.
I feel like the Knicks kind of even don't need Randall for the offensive production. With Brunson playing as good as he has, I feel like he is the best offensive weapon the Knicks have.
I definitely agree. Jalen Brunson, he's shown not only in the regular season, but he's shown it in the postseason as well that he's been better. Randall, I think the injury was bothering him even before he was out. I think he was grabbing that ankle and he was cycling a lot of times on a smaller defender. And I think the only match, I think, like I said, like it's going to be a matchup between Jalen Brunson, who is probably one of the best guards in the Eastern Conference, versus Jimmy Butler, who is probably one of the best playoff performer
Oh
that
yeah.
we've seen in this series.
So I think we all agree that it's gonna be like a fun series. But coming back to predictions, what do you guys have this series going?
I have to go with the underdogs. I think it's going to be Heat and 6.
Oh,
I think so. It will be Heat in 7, and that totally depends upon if Jimmy Butler continues his great form and he gets the support that he needs. Because I mean, the kind of form that he's in, I don't think so. He'll be able to go for. It's a hot take. I don't think so. It will be. He will be able to go for long. He will have to cool down some moment in the future. But I think so, and Julius Randle injury would also play a big part in how the team performs. But I think so it would be very difficult for the Heat. But then I am also predicting Heat in 7, wherein I'm expecting Heat to dominate in the first half, then having Knicks to come in back in the second, and then probably Heat finishing it off in 7. To derail of a prediction, but yeah.
Yeah. For me, I kind of want to pick Knicks just because both of you picked Miami,
The
but
devil's advocate.
yeah, I always love picking underdogs and whoever is like nobody's like counting on them to win. But do I just pick that to spite with you guys? Um, I'd say Miami in 6. I think they have way more experience. Jimmy Butler has more experience. Eric Spoelstra has more experience. I think uh talent wise they both match up really nicely, and that's why it'll be a fun match. And I feel like Miami in 6.